Alright, so we shut the water off at the meter downstairs in the basement and opened up the laundry tub faucet so the water up here will drain down there. Wow, somebody really put that screw in there. Okay, there we go. That handle don't want to come off. Sometimes these work, sometimes they don't. It's frozen on there too hard, these won't work. Man, that was on there. Yeah, whoever put this in was a little heavy-handed with the screws. Plus, it's been here a while. This thing looks like it's 10 years old. Alright, well, one's coming off. I'll put some penetrating oil on those others and go change those valves in the basement.
Okay.
And maybe it'll work. Loosen them up. If not, we'll go to plan B.
What's plan B?
Just take it out, put a new one in.
I got a good one else too.
Oh, thank you.
Not gonna grab them?
No, that's fine. I just wanted to cover the drain hole so all this stuff don't fall in there. A bunch of putty in here. Which is rare. People hardly ever use this. So you're supposed to put it in there.
You are supposed to?
Yeah.
But people don't?
Yeah, a lot of people don't. This was all dried up, but it's best to have it in there. Keep water from getting back in the wall.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so yeah, after we changed the washers, people are used to turning the handles off really hard because the washers were worn and they tighten it up
That's what they
really
need.
tight.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to get it to shut off. So when you change the washers, people are still used to doing that and they're not shutting it off gentle like they should.
And so the washers wear out faster.
Yeah.
So if you need to leave and come back, it's fine.
Oh, thank you. So yeah, you gotta have these partially opened. Open them up about halfway before I start unscrewing them. Because you can't tighten it back up. If these are closed all the way, it'll jam up. You gotta have it like partially open.
Yeah, yeah.
That washer's all rough looking. a little rough.
I'm gonna start unloading my car again.
Okay. So we gotta find the right one. Whether it's a square one or. It's not square. It's a 6-sided. So this has got a little pits on it. So we're just gonna go ahead and change those out. You can though, if you're desperate. You can lay out a piece of sandpaper and lay that down and sand it. You know, you gotta have some fine sandpaper. I've done that before. Sometimes you can't find the seats, so it's out driving all over town and then some. We're just gonna change these out since I have them. It's a common faucet. The new one's 4-sided, so I'm gonna be using the 4-sided. Put that in there. That's why these straight ones are better than the angle seat tools, because you can spin them back in there easier. No, you don't put pipe dope or Teflon tape or none of that on there. So we're going to change this washer in here too. This sometimes can get bad because the brass screw sometimes just disintegrates. We use that to hold her steady. You can see that little white washer's in there. Sometimes it sticks to the stem. Sometimes it sticks into the seat there. Holder or whatever the heck you want to call it for the stem. So you gotta make sure that don't fall down on the wall or whatever. If that's not in there, then well, it'll leak. These sometimes are hard to get out of there. Those washers get all hard. They don't want to come out. So we'll see how easily this one wants to come out of there. See, it's coming out in pieces. There we go. And the screw head didn't strip, so I gotta figure out a new bib screw. Get a little assortment going here. Still little boogers in there. Better close that up before I drop those washers all over the place. stem turns, I didn't jam it in there too hard, you know, from having it closed while you're trying to put it in, so this is good. Turn it on, we'll just make sure no water's coming out of here. You gotta use the socket on this too. You don't want to tighten that up. Too tight, it's brass, it's real weak. And you'll out around it if you put pliers on that one. The stem's supposed to go in there before you start wrenching on that. Or use the socket, because if you out around that little packing nut, you get problems. Okay, so it looks like you got lucky in the penetrating on the work on this one. Alright. Body out of there. Make sure this is open. That little white washers on there. This is just old, it's not chipped or anything, but it's definitely old. That seat looks pitted too. Change those out real good and quick. The old one's got that 6-sided. It's got brass on brass, that seat is, so it's good to try to snap it loose with it like so. This thing's slipping. Channel locks. Yeah, that looks a little used up. That's what you really want. That's going to go in too far, but it probably hit the back of the stem there. We'll use that one. Or the back of the valve body. You want to cross thread that. Brass on brass, this stuff seats up nice. Don't need Teflon and all that stuff. Like dope. Okay, that screw came out good. When those break off in there or get stripped, then you gotta go get a new stem. There's a gang of these floating around in the truck somewhere. Probably at the bottom. A box of these falls open. You're busy for about 10 minutes picking them up. I don't have time for that. I got this poor lady crying. Literally called me crying that her sewer's backing up. I'll go over there and get her going. There's no way to spend a day. Backed up sewer. Got that little washers on there. It's not stuck in there. If it was, that'd be fine as long as it was straight. A lot of times you have to chip some of the tile and grout out of there. Luckily, I just had putty in it. That's how I didn't get all crazy with the mortar. Some of this in there. A little bit of grout, a little bit of mortar in the way. Make sure this is backed off. You don't want that tight. This one's a little different. This is for the tub and shower. It's a tub and shower diverter, so I'm gonna do these two. These ones a little bit harder to get parts for. A couple different styles. Rubber washer here, what needs to be changed on that one? This tub's getting refinished. That's why she's having me do this. I gotta strip it down. Redo it. Somebody painted it with, looks like latex paint. tub and shower door kit here. There's that little washer there, packing seat. Of course, the washer and bib screw, and the stem gasket. So that tool isn't going in for now. Yeah, the tool isn't going far enough. I have to wedge one of these square ones in there to get that out. Which one? Looks like that's the winner. This is risky. If that doesn't work, then you're stuck with a banged up seat. So there we go. It stripped the inside of it, but it's tapered, so it wedged in there real good, but not too far in, so it hit the back of the valve body. So that worked out good. This new one, of course, is all nice and shiny, and it fits. It doesn't go out way past like the other one did. Okay. See, this one goes way in there, so it's hitting the back of the valve body. Wasn't grabbing too much. Okay. Let me get out of there. This one came with the washers. That's cool. The other kit didn't. Oh, straight slotted screw though. That's not cool, bro. Those things are tough to get off. They strip really easy. Plus, it wasn't brass. What's up with that? I'm just gonna use this. I'm sure it's water resistant, or they wouldn't put it in there. Slide is not good. So this is the diverter stem. We're going to take this off. This packing nut. Change the packing in there. But we're not just going to put a wrench in there and twist it because that's thin brass. And it'll bend it. And that would be cool. Because then this won't go in there. So we're going to put that in there first. I'll hold her steady. I'll use 2 wrenches, one to hold that, one to unscrew that. That came out easy. So we're just going to take that packing out of there and replace it. This squishes on the stem so it don't leak out of here. There you go. Silicone grease on the stem there, on the gears. This is where you could bend that packing nut. You don't want to do that. We're just going to snug that in there. A little bit more than snug. Okay. See how easy it turns. If you have it too tight, this won't turn very easy. Which I do have too tight. Loosen that up a little. That's more like it. Not too loose, not too tight. I guess it would help to put that rubber gasket in there. The diverter washer. Right in there like that. So you can get the shower or the tub spout. And the white washer's not on this, but it is inside. So right there. Up, so I put in a little jam inside of there. check them before we put the putty in there and the handles, and untrim and all that. Make sure they're not leaking out of the packings. Like that one is. Cut the packing up on that. The socket set didn't have the right size for the packing nuts, so got a socket to go in there, and both these got those tight. So it's good to put putty in there. I'm gonna go behind the wall there and stuff some in for the tub spout, because I know that's all dried up. Can't really clean these up, they're trash. There you go. Okay, so everybody's used to turning this thing off all hard because the washer was worn. So they're still gonna do that. So it's gonna burn out these new washers real good, real fast. So what you have to realize is that the shower arm and tub spout have to drain out once you use it. So when you turn this on, once you shut it off, water's still gonna run out of the spout. It takes a while for this pipe to drain out up to there. And if you're running the shower, it has to drain the shower also. So people see that and they think it's dripping, but it's not. So they tighten it up even tighter. When they just need to wait a little bit and see if it's draining. If it's not, then you can hear it plugging because it's draining on that pipe. So you don't want to start reefing on it all hard to shut it off when you see that. Maybe you come back in 5 minutes, and if it's still going, tighten them up a little bit more. Maybe that's a good idea. It's hard to have it to break. So I gotta keep coming out and changing faucets when I'm supposed to be helping little ladies that are crying because their basements are flooded.